One thing that's annoyed me with this car since I bought it is these. Hello and welcome to Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV and to a 1600 mile update on the Skoda Citigo. But before that we're going to change the wipers. I'm not going to bore you with the changing process. I'm just going to show you what I've bought and then replace these. So you might have seen from the introduction on the video, and it didn't play very well, is that the wipers on the Citigo since I bought the car have been absolutely rubbish. And initially I thought it was just a chemical that maybe the supplying dealer put on the car before it went out for sale, because my dad also picked up a Skoda not long after I picked up the Citigo, and his wipers were doing the same. But after a day of, I think it was actually when we were going down to Skoda Fest, the wipers were really beginning to get in my wick. They were just rubbing across the screen in the wet, and I decided to bite the bullet and get some new wipers. So the wipers we're fitting again are Aero Twins from Bosch, this being the A556S. And Citigo comes with Aero wipers as standard. It seems to be quite a common Skoda theme at the minute that they're fitting Aero wipers. So I know Ian from Hubnut doesn't like Aero wipers, but unfortunately this is what the car came with, and this is what's going to go on the car. So I'm going to leave you and get these wipers fitted. So that was literally a 2-minute job. Probably the easiest wipers I've had to change in a while. Still managed to take a chunk at my finger though. Just removing the driver's one. These, yeah, they look a bit knackered, so they can go in the bin. Don't know who made these ones. It doesn't actually say if it's Bosch or Valeo. So I'm guessing that they're actually the original wipers that came on the Citigo. Anyway, let's see how it's improved the windscreen. Right, time to give it a spray.
Road Angel dashcam active.
Oh, so much silent. Let's do that again. Yes, that is absolutely perfect. Right, let's go for a little drive and we'll talk about this car after it's now done 1600 miles. So, let's discuss this car after covering 1700 miles since March 2025. So, as I said, we've covered well over 1,000 miles in this car now. We've covered 1,770 miles in this car since we got it at the end of March. This car was bought basically when I was having issues with the Smart, and I just needed something a bit more reliable as a daily, so this was bought as the daily. So we've done 1,770 miles in it, so I just thought I'd tell you what I like about the car and what I don't like about the car. So what I like about the car is that it's a familiar place to be. If you're an owner of any sort of generation of Skoda from the early 2010s, it's a very familiar place to be. I compare this to driving the Fabia. It's got the same, it feels the same. It's got the same steering wheel. It's got the same like physical controls, like heating controls, buttons for electric windows. So it's a very familiar place for me to be, and we've had our Fabia since brand new, since 2018. So getting into this is getting into an old friend. Other things I like about this car is it's got really good air conditioning. Our Fabia doesn't have air conditioning, so in the summer it can be a bit of a killer. But this has got fantastic air conditioning. I like that some of the controls, like the indicator stalks and wiper stalks, they feel a lot better in the Fabia. They feel more chunkier and feel a bit more quality to use. What else do I like about this car? I like the colour of the car. I've never been a fan of white cars, I'll admit that. But I really do like the white on this car. The moment I seen it, when I picked it up, I knew I'd made the right choice. But one thing I don't like about the car, well, I like and I don't like. I like the wheels, but I don't like them when they're filthy. They really show the dirt up pretty quickly. And you're cleaning the car wheels at least once a week, just to keep them looking good. So I like that. What else? I just really like having a small little car. It's fun. You got to work it hard. I mean, this is only the 61 brake horsepower, 1 litre MPI. Again, an engine I'm familiar with us having 74 brake horsepower. You got to work it really hard. It sort of comes alive between 3 and 4 to work it hard. I like the little 3-cylinder from that these engines produce. Things I don't like about this car. I'm going to say, first of all, I'm not a fan of the seats. They look quite funky, but on a long journey, I find that my bottom of my back aches. So I'm not a fan of them, and you also can't adjust the headrests on this car, are fixed, which is a shame. But I do still quite like them. The seats are quite funky in a way, but for comfort, I don't really find it great. I don't also like the fact it's not got a clutch clutch pedal rest for your left leg. You can put your left leg up the side, but I just feel it, I don't know, it just feels artificial, and the sort of centre console, so your left legs are banging against the centre console. So I'm not a fan of that. What else am I not a fan of? I'm not a fan that it's not got like a USB socket for the stereo. There is a USB socket behind the phone holder, but apparently that's for, say, like that's more just a power socket. So that's one of the clever things that Skoda do, and they're simply clever marketing, is we've put a USB port behind the phone holder, either charge your phone, or if you've got a dash cam, to save you trailing wire about, you can just plug it straight in, straight down. Really, really clever. Quite like that idea. Another thing I don't like on this car is you don't get an ice scraper. We've had Fabias for off and on for the last 18 years, and every February we've had an ice scraper. So yeah, not a fan that there's no ice scraper in there, but we do have a brolly holder. Now Skoda's a good, also simply clever with a brolly holder. You have it in the door. On the Citigo, you've got it down in a little compartment just under the passenger seat. So top marks for Skoda from there. But I'm just trying to think of anything else. Another thing I've noticed is you can, for your fuel cap, you can put it on top of the door, on the fuel flap door. Another great little touch from Skoda. Right, I'll show you another thing I don't like. Another thing I don't like about the Citigo is you've got a boot release. So you think you'd pop the boot, like so. So you come up to it, peel the handle, nothing. You've also got to push a button as well. That could have been eliminated by removing the button and just having that little handle. I'm not a fan of the wheels when they're dirty, but when they're cleaned up they look fantastic. So, what's going to happen to the little Citigo over the next few months? Well, I'd quite like to add a front splitter to it. I've seen one on eBay. I've also sort of maybe wanted to put a little rear spoiler on the car as well. Maybe a spoiler from an Up GTI or something like that. But I can get the splitter off eBay for about £30. I've also got to replace this brake light here. Don't know if you can see it, but it's smashed here. It's cracked in there as well, so that's going to have to go. But I can get a smoked one for that, or I can just replace it with one from a Fabia, because I've measured it. As you can see, I've added my own little touches to it. So I've got the number plate surrounds, I've got the sort of scene stickers. But no, I'm quite enjoying this little car. At the minute, it's good to be back in a Skoda, albeit a smaller Skoda. And as I said, if you're a Skoda fan of the teens, from 2010s onwards, you'll recognise this is a very familiar Skoda place to be. Anyway, that's just a 1,000 mile update. I'm going to come back maybe nearer to 3,000 miles on this car. We've potentially got a couple of road trips planned for it, planning on taking it to the Heartbeat car rally, possibly, or I might take the Smart. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's going to go on a road trip. It's got a road trip planned for August, family road trip, just for a night away. And it's also going to take in a couple of car shows in July as well. You'll see this car at the I think it's called Kingdom Classic, organised by Flat Out Scotland at the Bus Museum in Dunfermline. So if you follow the channel and you want to have a closer look at this little car, then you can. But for a moment, I'd just like to thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe at Scottish Car Enthusiasts and Trains TV, and we'll catch you soon. Farewell.